Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name is Rochelle and I am doing a reading for Gemini in all placements, and it's timeless in general, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm doing I'm revisiting a spread called the WTF spread. And yeah, it's something I found on the internet a long time ago, and I thought I would do it because of all the crazy energy that's happening right now with the various planets in retrograde, including Mercury, which is wreaking a bit of havoc. At least for in my world, hopefully not so bad in other people's, but I have been hearing stories. There's a lot of, yeah, turmoil and transitions and dealing with stress and all kinds of fun stuff. So anyway, yeah. So, oh, and there's Rebecca. Good morning. Thanks for being here. Yeah. So, this is basically this reading is for when ish is all effed up, and we're looking at what the actual F question mark exclamation point. Those are, yeah, each of the things I'll be pulling on. So to begin, I'm going to, yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Light Seers deck. Um, so what the is the current situation? What is currently going on for Gemini? If I can shuffle, we can do this. Yes. Okay. So what's going on? We've got the Fool, Aries energy, taking some kind of leap of faith, trust fall. What's the challenge? The Empress, Libra and Taurian energies. And then actual. So that's what then actual is what's real. 10 of Wands. Oh, and there's Mojo Tarot. Hello. Welcome to the Gemini reading. Oh, I guess I'm shuffling again. Okay. And then F. What the actual F is what's wrong. High Priestess. Come on, brain. This is, for me as a reader, this is all water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And then question mark, where do you need more info? 3 of Swords. And exclamation point, what can you do about it? The Hierophant. Holy Major Arcana, Batman. Taurus energy. So of the 6 cards, 4 of them are Major Arcana, which means there's a major shift happening here. A change in circumstances and energies. Yeah, and especially, we start off with the Fool here. Something on my screen. There we go. Yeah, there's something new here, wanting to try something. So let's look at that situation for a moment. So yeah, I'll use the Osho Zen Tarot. Change. Uh-huh. Yeah, there is change afoot. Harmony. 10 of water. Harmony. Okay. So major change that is bringing you into harmony, or you're completing a cycle, which this change has to do with connecting your head and your heart. And with the dolphins there, that is a playful energy. There's kind of infusing this playful energy into um, how you perceive things, it's like it is the secret sauce that helps to combine the heart and the mind. And this is helping you, this has put you into this mindset of feeling, again, with this kind of playful energy, like doing a trust fall into the water. It makes me think of like, kids in the summer, playing in the lake and, you know, rope swing and, just, yeah, like having fun and feeling safe. Just noticed something on her dress. What is this? I think it's just a string, a tie. Okay. So yeah. So that is essentially what's going on. Some powerful change, very positive change that is putting you in this place of like feeling ready to embrace something new, to go for something. But then the challenge is the Empress. I'm very curious why. What, like could have to do, well, here, going with the guides of the hidden realms. And there's the Aries and Redbeard. Hey guys, thank you for being here. Okay, so yeah, what is this Empress all about? Every word has power: education, power of persuasion, communication, and internal dialogue. Well, this is a very Gemini card. You guys are all about communication. Um, Power of persuasion, number 27. So, okay, every word has power. So, this is the challenge. Epiphanies sing at dawn. Aha moment, awakening, new directions, and potential. Number 7. Yeah. Okay. So, it's like, uh, it's interesting. It feels like the challenge is this change, is this awakening. It's positive change. It's putting you in this energy of, you know, um, feeling playful, but you're also working with a very established energy, which has to do with how you think, how you communicate and express yourself. It has to do with your own internal dialogue, which you have been cultivating for a lifetime. And there's you're coming into this energy. There's something new, that there's an awakening, you see the potential. Um I mean, that could be a part of the challenge, is maybe when we go through awakenings, when we go through changes, transitions, when we transform, the process itself, when we are going through it, oftentimes does not feel comfortable. We don't always know why something is happening. We're just kind of like just slogging through, just trying to get to the next moment, the next thing. It's even in our having an aha moment. can be it can be a little disruptive in itself because it's like, oh, I'm having this epiphany, I'm having this aha moment, but then it's but then I come back to my, you know, my situation, and that somehow that aha moment doesn't fit with what I have currently going on. And so how do you even apply it? How do you um take that aha moment and run with it when it might go against all of the stuff that's already been established, what you already have going on. And so it's like, the empress is all about nurturing, is all about receiving and loving. There's it's like you're having trouble fully accepting that there is a new direction to take. And I feel, yeah, I'm getting that it has something to, it feels like it's connected to um how things could be versus how they are, and there's resistance between those two things. So on the one hand, you're like, okay, I'm going to embrace this change, I'm going to go for this, but there's all this stuff around, but yeah, should I, can I, is this really going to work for me? How am I going to blend what I already know with this new understanding? Because it might be a little bit, these two things might be kind of disparate and don't really fit together, or you haven't figured that piece of it out yet. But no matter what, you're like, well, gonna go for it anyway. So yeah, so there's a certain amount of courage that you are leaning on, which is which is good at the end of the day. Because that's where that's when faith comes in, when you're just like, I don't know, but I'm gonna try anyway. So okay, so the actual, so that was what the, now we have the actual, what's real, which is this 10 of wands. I want, is that what I want? No, I want the wisdom of Avalon oracle. Ooh, milky, is that what I'm saying? Milky Haji, hello. Thank you for being here. Yay. Sorry if I said your name wrong. Yeah, so what's real? We've got partnership number 32. The Lady of the Lake. Absolute truth, courage, self-respect, and responsibility. Number 8. Are you leaving a partnership? Are you leaving some kind of, this is about building up your courage um to leave behind this, what's already been established, basically, because there's something about coming to an understanding that these two these two things aren't necessarily uh they don't fit together. This aha moment, this awakening, this desire to go for something new does not doesn't fit what you already have established in your mind. This can be beliefs, values, a partnership with other people. This is somehow the partnership you have with yourself, even. absolute truth, taking responsibility for why something isn't right for you anymore. It's that, something isn't working, you've outgrown something or someone. And so this is like packing up and heading in a new direction. This is closing out a cycle so that you can embrace the new. But in doing that, you're having to leave something behind that is meaningful to you, was meaningful. Maybe it's like you're coming to a place where you're realizing that it's not what you thought it was, or it's still meaningful, but you see the importance of needing to move on. It's tough. I said this in the Taurus reading yesterday. It's a tough pill to swallow when you're you're faced with something that's pretty clear, and you like a change that needs to be made, but that requires a fair amount of strength and courage to leave behind. Oh yeah, see, courage. Uh-huh, courage is in there. To leave behind what's not working, even if there's still a part of it that you want to have. Okay, so then the F. What the actual so the F is what's wrong, and we have the high priestess here. Um I'm gonna go with the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Realization. Number 3. Oh, my nose got itchy all of a sudden. Sorry. And let me drink some water as well. Balance. Number 19. Hmm. Okay. So you're having a realization about what's out of balance. It's interesting. There are little themes coming through from my reading yesterday. You could be a cusper, Taurus, Gemini, or have prominent Taurus placements in your chart. Anyway, let's see, waxing crescent 1. Is that, yeah, and then waning gibbous 3. Okay. So you're out of balance and you're having trouble accessing your intuition. Trying. Definitely trying. Um but it could be the kind of thing where your vision is clouded, your understanding, your ability to like recognize the difference between your intuition versus your ego. It's somehow that part is eluding you still, because you still have more that you need to work through or to come to terms with. There's a period of time here. So yeah, this there's basically like you need to have patience, and for Geminis in particular, that is a very, very bad word. Patience. And um and it's like, on one hand, you have the understanding that, things need to play out in the time that they need to play out, basically. The whole divine timing thing. If you want to have a baby, you have to spend the 9 months to to grow that thing, or whatever it is. It's you're having trouble through seeing through to the other side of something. And yeah, you're really having trouble knowing if this new step you're taking, this leap of faith, is actually going to pay off for you, if it's actually a good idea. Um yeah, you're contemplating, like, what are the the pros and cons to going forward versus staying behind. Yeah. Okay. So that was what the actual F. So now we have the question mark. Where do you need more info? So we have the Three of Swords here. Um, I'm going to go with Radical Abundance deck. Beauty, gratitude. So so you're you're needing to do a deep dive here about what basically this has to do with, how difficulties and heartbreak, pain, are actually opportunities for growth and, self betterment. That's not a good word, but you know what I mean. Like, um, this basically, rather than trying to, push away any kind of pain or hurt, or to kind of spin a story around, um, what's happened to you and who's to blame, that kind of thing. This is speaking to, um, letting an experience that was incredibly heartbreaking, um, or just general heartbreak, um, seeing the beauty in it, and cultivating gratitude because of it. So, ooh, yeah, we've got we've got a confirmation there. Um, you're it's like it's like you've been missing the point of a situation that was difficult. It could have to do with, just like wishing that you had what you wanted, being focused on, wishing you had that beauty in your life, that love in your life, that connection with somebody in particular. And, um and maybe feeling really sad and heartbroken because you don't have that anymore. But with leaning into this energy, it doesn't necessarily equate to any one person or any one situation. Sometimes we have, yeah, something happen to us. People come into our lives because they are meant to help us uh, be able to access parts of ourselves that we weren't able to without that influence. And so even when it's painful, it's something that helps us to, it's an opportunity, we'll say, to go deep, to focus on what is important. Um and so for you, it's like seeing the beauty in all situations, feeling grateful for what you do have, what is working in your life. Where are you being nurtured? Where are you feeling called to nurture others, to put your love and energy into? It starts with you, of course. It always starts with you. And so wherever you have heartbreak, this is basically needing to do the shadow work, needing to look at um, why why you feel heartbroken, what happened, seeing the truth of the matter, the absolute truth. Where did she go? Yeah, Lady in the Lake. The absolute truth, which is different than, a story you might have been telling yourself about, like, there could be a blame thing here. So and so did this to me, and it hurt me and I'm in pain. Well, yes, that on one hand that is true, but like, where did you know enable this, or what kind of pain did you dish out, or um yeah, like, what kinds of behaviors brought this on? There's, yeah, just all the kind of questions to ask yourself about um something that has been painful. So then we have exclamation point. What can you do? We've got the Hierophant, my favorite Hierophant card of all time. um, no, no, not that one. This one. I want the Moonology deck. I've had such an itchy nose. Okay. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. Your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. Waxing crescent one. I could be wrong, but I feel like that might be the first quarter moon. So whenever the next first quarter moon comes up, I think I, I have not been paying attention to the moon cycles lately, but I feel like we have a full moon coming up. Um, that wouldn't be the waxing. The waxing crescent would be after the new moon, the next new moon. Anyway, yeah. And so we're talking about the moon cycles. Like, there's a period of time that you might need to wait in order to come to some kind of new understanding. But prosperity lies ahead. Prosperity, there's something really good that's coming because of all of this. But you need to commit yourself to whatever this change is, whatever this leap of faith you're taking. Commit yourself to continuing to keep that connection between your head and your heart, because of this pain. This is something that can very easily cause you to shut your heart down, and you don't want to do that. Gratitude is going to help you keep that open. um, the purpose of heartbreak is not to shut you off and to make you decide that you're never going to open your heart again because it's too painful. The purpose is for you to like see like to what every time you get through heartbreak, you get a little stronger because of course what doesn't kill us makes us stronger, right? But also it well yeah, that's it. It strengthens your heart. It strengthens your ability when you're actually doing the work and processing the pain. You're able to come to new understandings. You're able to see that you are more resilient than maybe you thought you were. When you come out of something, you're like, wow, like I got over that. And that's, it's another thing that you can kind of tuck into your pocket and say, like, I've made it through really difficult things. So the next time I encounter something difficult, it's not going to be maybe as bad because I know that I can get through it. Anyway, so your commitment, your commitment to releasing the old, embracing the new, um, you're going to hit some some resistance within yourself about that. Maybe even resistance outside of yourself because sometimes when we make changes, there are people who don't appreciate those changes for whatever reason. So, but what you can do is focus on how you can elevate yourself. This is a spiritual journey. What this is about. You connecting to your intuition, which I often say is a direct line to your higher power, to the universe, spirit, God, source, whatever you want to call it. And getting into this energy of, see, we have this playful energy again. This guy, he looks just incredibly delighted. It's just like I know a way up now, but I'm taking my time. I'm being patient because I know that the time I take is the time that is needed. This guy isn't, he's not running up those steps. He's just excited that he now sees the steps to climb. Although his back is to the steps, it's almost yeah, like I get the feeling like he's turned around and seen this and he's like, "Oh my god, this is amazing." Like um there's so much to be grateful for. The path is there for you even if you don't fully understand how to traverse that path. It will come. You've done it before or you're in the process of doing it. In packing up and moving on, it opens something new for you. And so this can speak to, like, maybe there are people that you really respect, mentors, guides, anybody who you feel like you can talk to, open up about, ask advice from, that could be helpful for you as well. That could help your commitment is just continuing to, maybe you just need to focus on learning like how other people have traversed this kind of situation, or their own difficulties. There's all kinds of stuff all over the internet. uh, you know Stories about people who have overcome major difficulties and have been better for it, and maybe you just need that little like reminder. Other people have done it. You've done it. You can get through this too. It's all going to work out as long as you continue to stay committed to yourself and what this is about, which is about you connecting your head and your heart, your intuition, and your ego as well, because your ego is necessary for living in this world. We don't want to eradicate the ego. The ego is there to help us in many ways. It wants to keep us safe. It's just when we give our power away to our ego because we don't know any better and we let it run the show and drown out the intuition, that intuitive, that quiet intuitive voice. Um, and so you're kind of, I see you coming into balance here. Didn't we have that? Yeah, where was, yeah, balance. Where you felt out of balance, you're finding the key. You're going to have some kind of realization about the key that unlocks some kind of path for you that you didn't see before, because now, focusing on the beauty and the love and gratitude for everything you've been through, everything, everything, even the hard stuff. That's all. It's leading you in a very positive direction. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thanks so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing, and leave a comment if it resonates.